lift your lids.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep, that is right. It's a Rubik's Cube. There's 6 colours on a standard Rubik's Cube. Blue, red, yellow, white, green and orange. What you got to do is choose one colour and use that for inspo for your dish.
Your time starts now. Come on.
Get that.
I'm gonna go with green.
Green reminds me of nature, reminds me of forest, reminds me of my signature dessert, moss.
Matcha powder.
I'm feeling really excited to kind of reinvent a different version of moss today. This dish is 100% green. It's kind of inspiration of the forest. Moss has 12 components and it takes 2 hours to make. So I'm gonna be inspired by it, but just keep it really simple.
Big Reynold,
Hey guys,
what's going on?
I'm doing my signature dessert called moss. So I'm gonna compromise a little bit, make it a bit more simple. So that way I can get everything done in time. So I got a pistachio Monty, which is like a mousse, eggless mousse, caramelized white chocolate diplomat, lime curd, lime yogurt snow, and matcha ice cream.
What are you thinking, Andy? Sounds pretty fancy. Is this on the menu at Koi?
Yeah.
Still? No.
Still.
No excuse for a banging dessert today, then, is
Nah, bringing out the big guns.
it? Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
This is not the moss version that I sell, but it is the integrity of it. It may not be a new dish, but it's something I know the judges haven't tried yet.
Ooh, got me. I don't think I've ever worked this fast, except for a really bad Saturday service. So, I'm so messy. I'm so messy.
It's not like even taking a breath.
This moss dish is 100% green. So I've got my curd done, caramelized white chocolate mixture in the fridge, and I've got my pistachio Monty in a mold in the blast freezer. The next thing I start working on is my matcha gelato. To churn my gelato in the MasterChef kitchen, it's gonna take too long, so I'm playing a little bit strategy here. I'm gonna use liquid nitrogen. I wanna work quickly, and churning in the nitrogen takes less than 2 minutes.
Getting to top 5 is so important. I want to get into that immunity cook and get that immunity because I've had a lot of rough cooks. This is kind of time for me to really step it up.
Can't believe I've managed to get everything up and I have time to assemble. It's really important to get the assembling of this dish perfectly because there's beautiful hidden layers inside this dish. When you break into it, there's an unexpected component in there, which is the salted caramel with the lime curd in the center. Okay. I can't believe I managed to pull off 8 components of my moss signature that actually takes 2 hours. Condensing that in 75 minutes, I'm pretty proud.
Here we go, guys.
Come on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's it. So, at the beginning of the day, we all started with a mystery box. In that mystery box was, of course, a Rubik's Cube, from which you had to pick one colour. The first dish that we want to taste is yours, Reynolds. Let's go, big man.
This is not the full version of moss, but I really hope that this is a top 3 dish because this is a dish that I've worked on for so many years and have been so proud of. This is a dessert that really represents me.
Okay, Reynold, what's the dish?
So yeah, I've chosen green, and it's called moss. It's a pistachio Monty with lime curd, vanilla salted caramel, caramelized white chocolate diplomat, lime yogurt snow, matcha crumble, and a matcha gelato.
I think this looks lovely. I think there's a lot of interesting texture going on. I like the muted palette as well.
Reynold, I am not a huge matcha fan. Putting that aside, the composition of the dessert is beautiful, the flavors are fantastic. The textures that you've got in there and the layers of texture, the little crunch from that disc that's in there is fantastic, and then the lightness of that frozen nitro yogurt just freshens it all up a little bit. If this is anything to go by, and I don't like matcha, I really want to try the real one.
It looked like such a simple dish, a delicate dish, but a simple dish. It's totally different when you put it in your mouth. It's like, here we go on this like flavour roller coaster, and it all works really, really well together.
I loved the textures. I loved that very fine little chocolate disc that separated a couple of the elements there, and then the crumb on top. You know, it does look like moss. It's incredibly evocative to look at. I think everything is really finely balanced and very, very sophisticated. I think this was pretty perfect.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Reynold.
Good job, Reynold.
I was so scared they wouldn't like me.